Apparently, Shonen Jump had this initiative to have American mangaka make manga and have a chance to serialize it.
Oh, if only these cameras was on, bro.
Why?
Ah, the smile that just put on my face.
Why?
You better send these motherfuckers them books.
I can't draw.
It's not about that.
I
Go
think it's got
find
to be like
somebody.
more professional than just like the notebooks I lost. Actually, I don't have anymore.
They looked more professional than when that guy from Bakuman was trying to draw.
That's Cap. That's Kaparuski.
I found something out. The most searched word. I guess like the dictionary puts out a word of the year
Mm-hmm.
every year. Are you aware of that? And for 2023, it was authentic.
Oh,
Found that out in a YouTube video.
nice. Well, how do they choose these
Yeah,
words?
a good question. I assumed it was like the most used words or most looked words. Let's see. Word of 2023. Let's see what they say. It's authentic. Merriam-Webster word of the year. The word they choose. Okay. It has a high volume of lookups. But it's all all right. So in 2023, it's all a substantial rise.
You said a substantial rise.
And I think because of this, Mercer said authentic has a high volume of lookups most years, but it saw a substantial increase in 2023. The dictionary says stories about things like AI and social media drove people to look up the word, which it defines as not false or imitation and true to one's own personality, spirit, or character, and a synonym of real and actual. So I guess the theme is because of deep fakes.
Hmm.
I guess
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot,
whatever.
Josh. I don't know if it's you or am I
Am
am
I?
I sounding okay?
No, I think it's the website. Nah, 'cause you know what? Like whenever I start going through tabs, it starts messing up the connection. It's really
Mm,
unfortunate,
that is unfortunate.
but really,
Truly
you know.
unfortunate.
Sidebar. I look to my right and I see my cat just dead on the couch, knocked out.
Yeah,
Are you exhausted, Coco?
she's
Huh?
had a long day, dude.
Coco,
Leave her alone.
he's not even budging, yo.
Mm. I
He had
saw
a long day
Furiosa
of
this weekend.
mopping. Furiosa. Oh, the Mad
Furiosa.
Max.
Yeah, it was
How do you
good.
feel about that?
It was good.
How do you feel about Mad Max in general?
I haven't seen any of them except
Does it provide some commentary
I've seen like
to
Fury
you?
Road, and that's about it. I haven't seen the other ones.
Any lore?
No lore that I really know of.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Furiosa was cool. It is impressive that just seeing all the stunts. That, like these movies don't really use CGI like that, so
Mm.
it's kind of cool.
Well, you don't. So straight up monster truck mayhem.
Yeah, just
Was
straight
there a
up.
lot of car accidents?
There are a lot of car accidents. A lot of vehicular manslaughter.
Any highlights?
Um, yeah, I mean, the fight scenes are cool. They're
This
inventive.
little
It's like kind of
bitch.
it's kind of like
Yo,
what?
sorry to cut you off, Chris. Sorry to cut you off, but remember how I told you Coco was dead? I was trying to call her, get her attention. She just got up on her own and fixed herself to get more comfortable. Until she straight up ignored me.
Yeah, cats will have you begging for
What a
love.
little asshole.
Although my cat's pretty affectionate, Cinnabon. She's really sweet. She usually comes to me when I call her.
But my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off with the Mad Max stuff. Wanted
No,
to
I mean,
get right.
I'm not like a big Mad Max head, so I don't have like any particular commentary, but I thought it was worth seeing. It was a good time. I'm trying to think. I finished Game of Thrones.
Any social commentary? The
movie? Not particularly. It's just.
Is there a message? Any
Nothing I could glean really. But
if you had to make a video essay about it,
I wouldn't be able to.
what do you?
I don't know nearly enough about Mad Max as it is to really like have any kind of idea of what the overall message of the story is.
Create a long form video.
Yeah, I could barely do it with the things I really like.
But you could do that for One Piece.
There's too much One Piece stuff out there. There's like a lot of good stuff that I could never. They do it better than I would. This podcast is good enough for me.
You know what? I know exactly how you feel. Some people are just they're information seekers, and I guess we all care enough about stuff and look things up. There's some people that are so deep in the trenches. I really have an admiration for them.
Yeah,
and it gives me the same feeling where it's like, yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, they just get into the weeds and like really analyze stuff in a way that's cool. I don't watch a lot of One Piece stuff just because I don't want to like have my own mind influence too much. But yeah, there's one YouTuber, Melon T, who did like in-depth character analysis of every Straw Hat. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good at it.
It sounds interesting. I'll check that out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching. I try to. I guess I don't make a huge effort to, but for some reason, a lot of like those videos just don't pop up on my like YouTube feed, which is really weird.
Yeah, I mean,
considering how much comic stuff I look up, but I'm just not tapped into that community. You know what I mean? Like I can talk to these people about the stuff that we read, and I mean, obviously, but like they're just like academics,
Yeah, no. I mean, I think like in theory we could do it if we tried, but like sometimes people get there first. A lot of the ideas I've heard is just things already thought about, and it just feels good to have that kind of stuff reaffirmed.
Yeah,
so it's not like.
I mean, I'll tell you this: what I really go for as far as like informational videos is when I don't understand something. I remember something was brought up about those monsters that was by Thriller Bark. What are they called? The Mountain Hill monsters or something like that.
In Thriller Bark?
Yeah.
Mountain Hill monsters.
But they weren't in Thriller Bark. They were like close to it, where all the fog is at. It's these huge fucking monsters.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember what they're called.
Oh, man. Dude, but they're kind of a big deal. They're guarding something. But that was really interesting. Some stuff about the Red Line that like I was reminded of in One Piece. I'll tell you this though, if there was ever gonna be a style of video we did, I think it'd be on World Trigger. And not only because not so many people are talking about it, I think that's like a plus, but mostly because we really are passionate about the series. I have a lot to say about it in general. I've like, I think that's the series I've reread and even watched the anime for it too and everything. Like, closest I got to that was Naruto, and I stopped watching the anime once I got into the manga. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, oh, you know what? I started watching the first episode of.
Mm,
I wanted to watch a few episodes so we could talk about it, but I just didn't get to it.
what?
Full Metal Alchemist.
No way. Wait, which one? The Brotherhood
Yeah,
or?
Brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
Brotherhood.
I mean, the
Yeah, man.
original
He
2003 is pretty
meets
good too, but it's very it
he meets
definitely gets
God,
worse.
bro. He meets God.
He meets
He meets
God.
God like in the first episode, and he sees the door, and he's like, "I need to see it all."
Have
And
you
he's
never
like,
like seen
"Well,
it? Have you never like seen it or read it?
I know there's a guy that snaps his fingers and lights people on fire."
Oh wow,
And
so
I
you
know
never
like
you don't
that's
know
as
anything about
cool
it.
as it gets in the series. So I never I always felt like, damn, if that's the coolest character, I'm not very psyched. But I know apparently the series is deep.
It's great.
A few people have really vouched for
I
you've
can't believe
always
you haven't
vouched
seen it,
for it.
man. I think it's really right up your alley.
We'll see.
I think it is. I think you'll get to a point where it becomes up your alley. I think Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a really good adaptation. I mean, it's the most canonical one.
Right.
But I feel like I
Therefore,
mean,
that's the one I should watch, right?
yeah. I'm thinking back because it's been a while since I've read the manga, and I always felt like Brotherhood moved really quickly. I know in the beginning, especially, like,
Yes, I feel like
but
I remember watching the first episode of the original series.
mhm.
It took them way longer to get to the circle. Like that shit happened quick in the show. The
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. I think like the actual origin story of the circle of like the Elric brothers in that one is like in the third episode or something. I know it's like further away. Um,
I just want to watch whatever's closest to the manga.
yeah,
You know,
the it's funny. I think like the 2003 series was like the beginning is very canonical for the most part, and then because they caught up, they had to like kind of go their own path, kind of like Soul Eater.
let's do some things.
Yeah, Soul Eater had a similar thing where they caught up really fast, and both of these series were monthly, so they couldn't really do a whole lot of filler.
What's
So they
better,
had to.
Fullmetal Alchemist or Soul Eater? Anime,
Oh,
not
anime?
manga.
That
Which
sucks.
one did you enjoy watching more?
I think I've watched Fullmetal Alchemist a little bit more, but I do want to revisit Soul Eater. It's
I
been a
know
long time.
manga. You'll give it to Fullmetal Alchemist.
I
Had a
want
good
to. I
ending.
want to like revisit Soul Eater. I was thinking about it for a long time because
Yikes!
that series is
Good
great.
luck.
Why? I think it's
I
on
started
Crunchyroll.
rereading it.
I would love to reread it, but I don't know. I don't know how
I
accessible the
didn't.
manga is.
I wanted to watch it, but then I was like, I know it's. I'm gonna watch it just to start reading it because I
Hmm.
wanted to redo the series. So I started just reading it, and it's. I don't know. It's not what I remember it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I haven't.
I
I
stopped,
feel like
but not because it was bad. It just wasn't. I wasn't getting the same vibes. You know what I
really.
mean?
You never
Wasn't
finished Soul
feeling the
Eater?
same vibes. No, I did back in the past.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like how it ended.
Hmm.
For some
Yeah, I
reason.
mean, it's one of those things where like we used to read a lot more manga way back when we were kids because all that stuff was more readily available, online. It was like such a strong scanlation community. I don't know how strong it is now. I haven't revisited it in a while, but I know
They
like
still out there.
yeah, but I know there's been cracking down and whatnot. But man, yeah, Soul Eater is like I feel like the last time I read Soul Eater was when it ended, which I'm not sure when that would have been, but it had to have been like over 10 years ago.
That's what it was. I'm bugging. I wasn't reading it. I was thinking about a different series. I was watching Soul Eater, and I didn't
Mm.
want to keep watching it. That's what I. Yeah, my bad. I take that back. Cause now I'm thinking about. I'm like, wait, how did I even read Soul Eater? It's not on Shonen Jump.
Yeah, it's not,
I
unfortunately.
ain't
I
going
mean,
on
it wasn't a
scan.
Jump
Yeah, I ain't going
series.
on Scanlation site either. So yeah, I was probably just watching it, but I didn't. I didn't want to keep watching it.
Yeah, I would have loved. I want to collect it, but there's just so many series I want to collect that I just don't have room for.
Yeah,
Sheesh. Soul Eater ended in
Power of God is
2013.
another series. What?
Soul
Soul Eater?
Soul Eater ended in 2013. The manga.
The series?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sheesh. That was before we graduated high school,
It was no, it
right?
wasn't.
No, I'm
You
not bugging.
graduated 2010. You
Oh
mean
no,
it
you're
was
right.
before we graduated from like college?
Yeah,
Well,
no, you're
I
right.
never
It was
did, but
definitely before college then.
while we was in school. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was when we no, it was while we were still in college.
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah. Sheesh.
But it ended very
Well, it was 11
uneventfully,
years
and it
ago
was about
for
boobs.
what?
Kind of weird. It ended. It was about boobs. Like
It was
ending.
about there was a lot of boobs. It was about boobs.
Yeah, and I don't remember it that much. I mean, like, cool, but wow, really going to end your series with a joke? Yeah,
Was
I
that how
mean,
it
the fight
ended?
was kind of whack too. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Bro, have
Well,
you been watching the Celtics games and the Mavs?
I keep missing it. I've just been like kind of busy. But there's one tonight, right? Am I bugging?
No, tomorrow.
Okay.
It's been 2 days between each game so far. And now, but when it comes, but like after this game, they're gonna play it after only one game, only one day. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was so spaced out. The first games.
Yeah, I don't know either. But, what do you think Boston's gonna do the thing? Do you think
Yeah,
they're
I
going to
guess I'm
sweep?
not really mad about that. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I know most Knicks fans don't fuck with the Celtics, and I definitely get it. It's New York and Boston. It's, same with the rest of the sports. Um, shit, I don't like the Patriots, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so
Mhm.
just cause I'm from New York. But bottom line is, I used to fuck with the Celtics when they had the big three. I really was a fan of Kevin Garnett. I know I brought this up before on the podcast, so I just don't. I was rocking with them for a couple years, and I was still a Knicks fan, of course. But it was just cool. My favorite color was green, and I remember when the Celtics were like whack. They was whack for a minute,
Mhm.
you know. And so I didn't even know at the like when I was rooting for them, I didn't even understand how good of a franchise they were, all the championships and shit. So I get it. Like people, you know, I guess people don't like the Celtics in general because their fans brag about all the championships, and it's annoying because you can't say nothing to them because they're always gonna be like, "Oh, but we got all these championships." So kind of like Yankees could say that to everybody, like, "Yeah, whatever, we got 27 rings, eat a dick." We're the
Yeah.
best, no matter what. I don't give a fuck how many playoff losses we have in the next 20 years. They're not gonna have more rings than us,
Mhm.
right? So yeah, I get it, but I just don't have that animosity towards the Celtics. So yeah, I'll tell
Mhm.
you this though, I have an animosity towards Lucas fans.
Luka Doncic?
Yep, and that's enough. That's enough for me to
Why?
favor the Celtics. Uh, people that say things that like, oh, Luka's such a crafty player. He's so good, even though he's not as athletic as all the people around him. Which, you know what I'm saying? That's to me innuendo. No, not just to me. It's innuendo for saying that. Oh, he's this white boy is smart. He's a
Mm.
smart player, while all these other guys are just fucking. They're there because of their athleticism. He's outsmarting everybody. They'll say shit like, "Oh, how he reads defenses." It's like, nigga, every fucking point guard in the league reads defenses. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Fucks with Luca as a player. He is a really good player. I forget really good. He's one of the best for sure. The numbers don't lie. I mean, he's definitely an elite scorer, one of the best scorers, and a great playmaker too. You know what I mean? I just really fucking hate how the fans be talking about him. Same thing with Jokic. I have that same issue. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I just feel
It's
like
like,
these Eastern European players are just like giant boulders. You can't really move them, and then they score in the
but it's when
least.
people ride they nuts and talk about how like, oh, they're skilled. Like European players are skilled. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. People that play in America are skilled too. You know what I mean? And they don't say that shit about the black players that come from Europe. So that's exactly what this issue is about. Like,
Mm.
it really it annoys me, and I guess it shouldn't annoy me as much as it does. But yeah, like I want these same people that got their eyes on Luca to watch the Celtics players outsmart them and bust their ass on defense and offense,
Yeah, they are beating them
and
up.
be
It's
like,
not
yeah,
like
let's
it's not particularly
yeah, on
close.
both sides of the court.
Like from what I've seen, I haven't seen all of
Yeah,
them, but they are like beating them up pretty bad. Like even
yeah.
when I think I saw like most of the game too, and even when like Dallas had a lead, it never really felt safe. But I always felt safe whenever Boston had it.
Mm.
They kept it at a 10 point. I remember I was cooking while I was watching the game, and I would go to the stove and come back, and it would be continuously a 10 point lead.
You talking about when they was playing like the Pacers or whatever?
No,
Or
in
you
game
talking
two
about?
of Celtics and
Oh, you had
Mavs.
it on. You just wasn't able to watch it.
Yeah, I was just
That's what
making
you.
food, and
Yeah.
then I would just like come in and out, and
Okay.
every time I would come in, it would be exactly 10. Like the numbers would be higher, but the score would always be 10 point differential.
Yeah, they maintain that distance so that whenever the Mavs are gone on a run, they would just bring it to like a close, to a close game, and then the Celtics would go on a run and bring it right back to 10,
Yeah,
12.
that's what I always felt. I always felt like whenever teams get like a 10 plus point lead, and they still like are going crazy shooting threes and stuff, and they're maintaining it though, and but they're missing shots. I feel like that happened to a team. I think maybe the Timberwolves or someone where they would just like get ahead. They would be a lot ahead, but then they would just like start shooting all these threes, and like the gap would close very quickly because they would keep missing. I always feel like if you could get like a decent lead, then just like the job then is just maintaining that lead
Yeah.
and not like going so hard.
They play winning basketball.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm playing winning basketball.
Yeah. Nah, no bullshit, yo.
But I am just a filthy cash.
That was well said. You got smart players in that locker room. You want to talk about high IQ? Al Horford, Jalen Brown,
Mm,
fucking what's it called? White. I forget his first name.
yeah. Oh, White. Yeah, I know.
Missoula, I guess he's a good coach too. I gotta say that by now.
Mm,
Um, yeah, but we're gonna see. They still got to go back to Dallas and steal a game there.
the guy White, I don't know what about him. I don't know what it is about his head, but he always looked like someone photoshopped a baby's head onto his body.
Yeah, his hair. He used to look crazy, and he
Yo, I
finally just
remember seeing him
accepted the
casually.
baldy.
Yeah, I'm glad he decided to commit to just being bald. At a certain point, it's like, bro, just get rid of it. It's fine.
It's like you good, bro. You make millions of dollars.
It's
playing basketball.
okay.
You'll be alright.
You're totally good.
Imagine they start letting players wear do rags on the court.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what made me just think about that.
But yeah,
Oh man,
it freaks me out a
that'll
little.
get out
Every
of
time
hand.
I would just look at him, and he's just like, "Oh my god, it's one of them babies that they put in the car commercials or whatever, where they superimpose like a baby head onto someone."
Baby White.
Yeah,
And then niggas busting your ass. Your favorite team.
with
He's killing the Knicks.
with the
Every
head of an
game he played
infant.
against us. You got a whole lot.
Damn. I know they're in the locker room every time, just like, we are not getting beat by baby head. We cannot.
Well, fuck it. Yeah, we can't lose against 8 head. nigga, you could put you could put 8 fingers from his eyebrows to his hairline.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, because he just started going bald, you could still see like
What used to be.
the yeah, it's because of the coloring of like the
Yeah,
skin.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
What
really
once
enough
was.
sunlight yet. So, like it's a bit paler than like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
forehead
yeah.
part, the 8 head. I mean, like, it's still a kind of crazy.
If I were him, I'd just be standing under the sun casually until it evened
He
out.
needs this championship. Yeah, he needs to go to the BA. They need to win.
Yeah.
And then he needs to go to Bahamas, put some suntan lotion on his head, and just be outside.
Just fry an egg on
Be
it.
outside for a minute. Spray some Pam on his head. Or do the Elmer Fudd.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a good comparison.
Was it? Remember he was using the fucking the buffer machine. He needs that.
It is always shiny. I wouldn't be surprised if he uses it. His name is Derek White. I just remembered.
Derek White. Yeah, that's his name. He's nice though. He's nice.
He is nice. He's good at basketball, but his head is something else.
Yeah. What was?
Whoa. Oh. Good catch, Josh. You saved me.
Playing some defense out here.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah,
I
I was just about to look it up.
Of a different plane of existence.
I don't know where Brian is. I think Brian literally fell asleep.
I have a suspicion he is not here. It's in like the realm of
Yeah, he is in
people that are
bro's in the all for one
alerting.
world.
Yeah. He's in the scape. He's in Mindscape right now, having a conversation
For real.
with the past users of All for Brian.
All for Brian.
Or Brian for All. I don't know. Which one?
All for Brian makes more sense.
Yeah. All for Brian.
Okay. We got some questions from Mike. He also sent us a pretty decent drawing of
What?
I gotta send it to you. And I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to send you guys the questions. But
Degenerate.
I am a degenerate and I apologize. Oh, it's a meme. I thought he drew this for us. All right, anyway. Mike B asks, has there ever been something you wanted that kept eluding your grasp? Currently, there's a one-piece Moleskine notebook that I have my eye on, but I keep getting out of work too late to stop by the Moleskine store and cop it. It's getting annoying. I didn't know that. I would get a fucking Moleskine one piece.
It's a Moleskine.
It's a notebook brand. They're like little hardcover notebooks. They're very like they're kind of fancy, I guess. They're like good quality paper, you know. There's expensive little notebooks. Moleskine. I carry around a little Moleskine notebook. I didn't know they made one.
Okay, and it has that little strap on it.
Yeah. It's like a hardcover little notebook.
So a one-piece one, he said?
Yeah. Sometimes they have different designs. I know I saw like a Pokemon one that was pretty tough.
That sounds really tough.
But yeah, has there ever been anything that you wanted that kept eluding your grasp?
Aside from sneakers?
Yeah. Oh, it could be
on the
sneakers.
sneaker app?
It could be sneakers.
Nah, that's easy. We all go through that.
I guess for me, it's this goddamn motherfucking laptop I've been trying to buy forever now.
Does that count? I was really thinking along the lines of like something that it's not a matter of not having the means to, but maybe like just not being able to get access to it.
I got you. Yeah,
I think that's the flavor. Right?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because I mean, if we're going that route of what you're saying, then you know what's been eluding me? A fucking house, and a car.
I think they're not on the same level. It's just a laptop. I don't think.
Well, I think a
I don't think
laptop is
it's.
on a completely different level than a notebook, unless those Moleskines are that expensive, bro. To put me on it,
No, for
they
me, it's just like I
now
just.
they're like $19, bro. Oh,
It's
this one's 279. What the fuck?
Moleskin notebook.
Yeah,
Are you looking
smart
up
writing
Moleskin?
set.
Let me look up
Oh, it's
this One
probably
Piece
a.
of Moleskin. I'm so jealous.
Oh, I didn't look. I didn't. I should have put in One Piece. You said he sent a drawing. Can I see
He
it?
didn't send a
I
drawing, but
want to
I
see
will
the.
send it to you guys. 1 second. I'm just looking up this One Piece Moleskin.
Oh, this is the one with the skull on it, or the one with all the characters on it.
Did you
No, that's
find
not
it?
it. I think so. Yeah. I
All right.
mean, just put in Moleskine One Piece notebook.
All right. I'm
It
gonna
was
send it. I'm gonna send you
$43
this.
on eBay.
I'm gonna send you this meme he sent us via Instagram. So,
Okay, I'll check that out.
but it is based on a question. So,
Oh, okay. So that's next. All right. So I won't look at it yet. I'll
yeah.
wait.
Hold on. I'm trying to find this One Piece Moleskin. Oh, I see it.
It's pink.
No, I'm seeing
Right?
just like with the straw hat, Jolly Roger on it. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one.
With the Jolly Roger on it.
Yeah.
Was it? Is it black?
Yeah.
Moleskine. No, yeah, right. And it has the blue strap going across. Well, not strap, but like that blue banner on top.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
says
yeah,
One
yeah,
Piece
yeah,
again.
yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, just to make sure we're looking at the same one. I don't know if that's the one. There's that one, and then I see a pink one also with the blue with that same.
Oh, I
blue
see it.
strap.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Oh, it
Luffy
has Luffy
engraved
on it.
onto it.
I just saw it.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. That's pretty sick.
That is pretty sick. You gotta let us know if you found it, if you managed to get it, Mike. I can't. This Moleskin is the One Piece for you.
Yeah. Well, let me think about.
Let me
the
think,
question.
man. Something I have the means to get, but it's just like probably sold out or not available.
Could it have been something? Is it right? Is he mean current, or are you talking about like
Just ever.
Right. There was something I was trying to get. Okay.
I guess
What
like
was I looking for?
one thing for me, and this is like kind of minor, but like when I first started collecting Jujutsu Kaisen, it took a while for reprints to hit the shelves. So I was just like, I bought certain volumes out of order until like it would reprint, but it would take forever. But I feel like that's not good enough. The only thing that feels like it's eluding my grasp constantly is this damn laptop because it's the only thing that I've been trying to get.
Okay, I remember something. When I was in high school, I remember they had that Mario Kart game for the Wii, the one that came with the wheel. And when I tell you that shit was sold out every fucking where, everywhere, bro. And I went to a lot of different stores, GameStops, Toys R Us, when that shit was still around, like looking for, because I had money, from I guess from my birthday or something like that, because I didn't have no job or nothing like that at the time. I think it was when I was like a sophomore. Yeah. So, yo, of all places, bro, I remember being out with my dad, and we had to go to a Kmart for something, and I seen that shit in the Kmart, and they had it like in the video game section that they had. Like they had like the games like on the wall, like the little plastic
Mhm.
cases. But the Wii, I guess the Mario Kart was in a box because it came with the wheel, and I seen that shit inside like their glass case with like other like boxes, like other consoles and games and shit, and it was like the last one, bro. And I got that shit. It was so fucking hype. But yo, I looked for like weeks, man, of different like go, and it's not like I would go to multiple places like a day. I would, I was still in high school and shit, so like after school, I remember going like to see my mom in Manhattan when she was working at this place called Nygaard. Crazy shit happened there when after she left, but that's a story for another day. Um, but yeah, I remember checking out like at least 3 different like Game Stops in that area, and then I remember going uh by a GameStop over on Flatbush by where I lived. I came right home after school one day. Then I went by a couple game stores that was on I was by our high school. I forget what block that was though. Um, it was it crosses on the way going towards the J train, but anyway, and it took a while. Took a while, and then I found that shit in the most random place at a fucking Kmart.
Nice.
Not expect that, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to think of if anything else, man. I
Yeah.
remember playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And trying to get certain cards out of booster packs and just never like it just eluded me. I wanted this card called Jinzo so fucking bad, bro. Do you remember Jinzo?
No. Oh wait, this is Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yes.
Was he that bald guy?
Yes, he had like it had like a brain on his head.
Yeah, I remember Genzo.
He's a humanoid looking thing, and he was dope. Like he nullified like all the traps from your opponent or whatever. Which at that right now that's not a big deal, but back in the day when I was playing, that was the shit, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was using trap holes, fucking mirror force, magic cylinders, all that crazy shit. Magic jammer, all of that. Yeah, I never got Jinzo. I never got Jinzo, man.
Damn.
I was pretty upset about that. Never even on a trade. One of my friends had that shit and he would not let it go.
Oh, I have something that's eluded me.
Yeah.
I've been buying, not recently, but back in the day when I would go to like comic book stores and whatnot. I was collecting Spider-Man comics, like the Straczynski run, where the Inheritors showed up for the first time, and Ezekiel and all that, and One More Day, and I have almost the entire collection, except for one book that is out of print, and I just it just missed me. I saw it at a store. I didn't have the money at the time. I came back for it and it was gone. Someone bought it. And now I've not been able to find a copy since. I think it's just fully out of print. Amazon has one for $300 or something.
Oh my god, $300 fucking dollars?
Yeah, and I'm not about to pay all that much for One More Day. So, but it would have been
Would
nice.
you pay that much for one more day of your life though?
$300?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty chill.
Yeah, that's not so bad. I have that.
Money, right? I pay anything.
Do you take debit? You got a Venmo?
Right? The Reaper's like, all right, bet.
Yeah, some old ghost that doesn't understand that inflation happened, so the money is less valuable. He's like, you $300. He's like, oh, okay, I got that.
It's cool. Should I?
How you want to do this? Cash
The
App?
cash or only you got a car, you got a phone, you got an app?
Something like that. I don't know. You got a barcode?
Great, sound like a scam.
Yeah. His second question is, what's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life? I feel like this new job I've been 5 months into is one of, if not the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It's intense and the standards are super high. And
I feel
on
like
top of
that
that,
question was asked.
he did ask this question before. I believe we answered this, but he did provide some context for what's going on with his life. So I'm reading that out loud.
I'll come up with something different. I remember talking about camp. I'll say something else.
No, I guess the question's answered in theory, but I just wanted to read out what he's going through because he gave us a little context. He wanted to share a little. He said it's intense and the standards are super high, and on top of that, I'm studying to earn licensing for insurance, and once I get that done, I'll be studying to earn investment licenses. So from what I understand, Mike, you make
you
food.
was talking about Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
My bad. I cut you off. I thought you was talking about what you've been going through at work and shit.
No.
That's why I was like, wait, didn't we answer? My bad.
No.
My fault, Mike.
Well, he did ask this question before, and we have answered it, but this is just extra context.
No, I'm all right. Now, what could you? Yeah. All right. Keep going. I got.
That's it. That was the whole thing.
Get to the restaurant real quick. Anyway. Oh, that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So But so he's about to get his license and all that
For investment, I think
for
like from what I understand,
investment.
he makes like
Hmm.
food. He's like some kind of a chef or something. I imagine he's trying to. Are you trying to open your own restaurant, Mike?
Yeah, what's the
What's the
if you feel like
deets?
sharing, what's the goal?
What's
Yeah,
going on,
what's
buddy?
up?
Let us know in your next email.
That's the last time I heard that he makes food and shit.
Yeah, it's a
So
steakhouse who follows
that's
us,
different.
or steak sauce, something like that.
Maybe maybe this is his real calling to help people invest money,
I mean,
right?
right? I get that.
Shit, I ain't listen. I don't always know what the fuck to do with my money. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm just casually saving. But anyway, we did answer this question before, I think in a previous episode. So I think we do have one more question that is based on the meme I sent you. So
Oh yeah, should I check it out
yeah,
now?
you could check it out now, Josh. But the question is,
Okay.
saw the meme below and wanted your takes on it. Who's the biggest hater? Sukuna, Reverse Flash, or Dio?
Ooh, I only know a little bit about Dio, in all fairness, but man, I mean, with just Sukuna and what's his name, the other one,
Reverse Flash. I'm gonna go. This may be a hot take, but I don't think Sukuna is particularly a hater. I think he's like a petty asshole. He's like a real dick, but I think he's like an active hater.
Let's put things in context. The main character, well, is supposed to be Itadori, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can say that, in all fairness, and up until Sukuna got up out his body and spoilers, guys, got up out his body and started wreaking havoc on his own without Itadori. Like until then, like all the time before that, he was talking the most shit.
Yes,
Itadori.
He's a shit talker for sure. But is he a hater?
You know, he hates Itadori. You know, he hates him. He doesn't like him.
Well, I guess I'm thinking of hater as in like it's like more petty than just like his nature of being a curse and just hating.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you right now, I think of all three, I think Dio's the biggest hater.
Oh yeah. More than Reverse, because I mean, let's eliminate Sukuna. I mean, if we have to debate whether he truly is a hater or not, I mean, he stands no chance against Reverse Flash alone, right?
I don't think he stands a chance against Dio.
Entire being.
Everything Dio does.
Dio, tell me about Dio.
Everything Dio does is specifically because he don't like JoJo. Like,
really, everything?
everything.
What was he like before that?
Okay, so for those who don't know, Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, he is he's the son of this like kind of scumbag guy who saved JoJo, like Jonathan Joestar, the first Joestar, Jonathan's father, who is a nobleman. He's like a rich British guy. He saves his life one day and he gets like a debt owed to him. This old man, like Dio, way in the future, Dio's dad also dies, but he sends Dio over to Jonathan's estate, you know, calling on the favor, saying, raise my son, or, you know, take care of my son and all that stuff. And Jonathan's father takes him up on that. You know, he raises Dio as if he were his own son.
Right.
But he hates Jonathan on sight. The second he dramatically flies out of his carriage onto the Joestar property, he immediately kicks Jonathan's dog. Because he kicks the shit out of it
and then just punch the dog.
Yeah. He delivers a devastating knee kick to this dog.
Why he doesn't like dogs?
He doesn't like Jonathan and the fact that the dog makes him happy.
Wait, already? How does he even know?
Because he's already planning on.
Did he ask him like, "Oh, was that your dog?"
Well, he was planning on being like kind of the main successor to Jonathan's family. But he also just doesn't like Jonathan on sight just because he's such a nice guy.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is kind of hilarious in the beginning, just because how fucking petty Dio is. And that's like
so
just
it
the
starts
tip of the
off as
iceberg.
like
He gets worse.
harmless.
Hmm?
Oh, so does it start off as like harmless and then it,
No, it's not
like you said,
harmless at
gets
all.
worse?
It's harmful. Up top.
Oh,
It's on-site harmfulness.
well, I guess kicking a dog is really bad. So yeah.
Yeah.
So he was the bad guy from the beginning.
Yo, he's monologuing because like back JoJo's very dramatic, so all these characters like monologue about like their feelings and stuff, and Dio is just like, I fucking hate this guy, Jonathan.
Yeah. And of course, he grew to like being a stand user and all that stuff.
Yes, in part 3, he is a stand user vampire guy. It wasn't always
Yeah, the
stands.
vampire thing.
Yeah, for the first 2 seasons, it's mostly like vampire-ish stuff, and then stands come into play in the third part.
And vampires have no chance against stands, huh?
Well,
there's
you know,
they-
it becomes less about vampires. Like Dio's immortal because he's a vampire, but he's kind of just there's no like big focus on them as far as I know as vampires.
Are they still around?
It's
in
just
any
Dio from what
relevance?
I understand, but I haven't seen all of JoJo, so
Wow. How can they just abandon vampires like that?
because they found cooler concepts like stands and stand users.
Stand users are objectively the coolest thing that's ever been made, right?
I mean, you know, I feel like those were the precursors to like complicated battle systems like Nen and Cursed Energy.
For real?
Yeah, because stands would always have these like crazy rules attached to them. Like, they could do certain things, but there would always be a caveat.
Oh,
And
I see. What you
a
mean.
lot of the battles are not just like very punchy kicky. They have to figure out a way to beat the stand.
Yeah.
It's almost like a puzzle every time. You got to find out how the stand operates, and then you got to beat it.
You know, this is getting a little bit off track, but I think what was a very impactful moment in my life was when I seen the death battle between Jonathan Joestar and Jotaro, I think his name is Jotaro versus
Jotaro.
the dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jotaro from
that's
and Fist of the North Star.
right, and against the guy from against him, against the Fist of the North Star guy. Was that Jotaro is the guy from JoJo's, right?
Yeah, he's the third JoJo.
Okay. I'm not messing this up. Okay. Now, the fight itself wasn't super interesting, but like learning about Fist of the North Star dude was fucking insane. And I started watching all the videos of him like one-shotting people. Oh man, that was hilarious, yo.
I don't remember who
I
wins
don't
that
think I
one.
could watch the whole series. Huh?
I don't remember who wins that one. Was it the Fist of the North Star guy?
You don't care about spoilers?
No, I said. Oh yeah, no, I definitely watched it. I just don't remember.
It was the Fist of the North Star.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was pretty like one-sided too, honestly. It was, Stan could fight the North Star dude, but not good enough. Anyway, man, who's the biggest hit out of those three? Yeah, it's I guess
For me, it's Dio.
bro, but like,
but I
do we
don't.
have to talk about Reverse Flash, bro?
Yeah, I mean, present your case.
Come on, he created an entire hero. Like he's one of the only people that's seen Dr. Manhattan. That's where his pettiness and hate led him. God. You know what I'm saying? Did Dio ever see God? Except for when he died?
Well, Dio turned himself into a vampire. He voluntarily did that. he put on a mask that could have killed him just so he could get an edge up on Jonathan. So he became undead. He killed himself technically.
It's pretty crazy. And again, like, he didn't just do it. It was out of spite. That's
Yes.
really the key here, right?
Yes.
Like,
everything was done out of spite.
motivation. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, motivations. It's Reverse Flash's entire being is for Barry Allen.
Hmm.
So is it fair to say that in Dio's case, that is the same for the entire Joestar family?
Yeah.
A family outweighs one person.
Well, you know, he sees Jotaro as an extension of that's his grandson, basically. I think, or
That's what
great
I'm
grandson.
saying.
Well, he can't get
He's
revenge.
haunted
Oh,
the entire
he's
family.
by the way, he's using Jonathan's body.
Huh?
Yeah, he was beheaded in part 1. So like at the end of part 1, the way he survives is that he attaches himself to Jonathan's body. And he hides out in a coffin.
He takes over.
Yeah, and he hides out in a coffin for like 100 years or some shit.
So people just so Jonathan died.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you'll have to watch it.
And then all right. The third one has the old one in it. The old guy.
The old guy is the old guy is Joseph. The technically
second.
Yes, the second Joestar, but he's not like he's Jonathan's grandson.
Oh.
And Jotaro is Joseph's grandson.
Damn. Yeah, Dio does not like these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to Dio, I guess. I mean,
I'm gonna say Dio, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
I'm open to be proven wrong
yeah, but
because I know that Reverse Flash is quite the hater.
Eobard Thawne, bro.
Yeah, Eobard Thawne.
Who do you think went to the fight?
Sukuna, I guess, because he is just thrashing everyone.
Really? No way. I wasn't even considering him. All right, I think Reverse Flash smokes both of them.
Because
He
he's
definitely
fast.
smokes Sukuna for sure.
Because he's fast.
Without it. He's more than fast.
He's
He can go
fast.
back
Because
in
he's
time.
fast.
Bro, he beat Goku. That's crazy.
I think Dio's dying first. I think Dio is like third place in a fight.
Really? He's not. I thought he was mad strong.
He
Can't
is mad.
like,
Oh, you know
pause
what? He
time and
also does
shit?
time stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, not that it'll matter against the Reverse Flash, but Sukuna don't got.
To be fair, I
don't know
haven't gotten
no
that
answer
far.
for that.
I haven't gotten that far to see exactly how his stand works. Maybe I should pick up JoJo again.
But he doesn't even need the stand. He's strong on his own too.
He is,
right?
but the stand is what is his time travel powers or his time stopping powers.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's the stand plus him. I don't think Sukuna can handle that.
Well, we've seen Sukuna survive a lot.
mean-
He's been fighting for 35 chapters. And he's fine. He seems to be good.
Yeah, they've been picking at him piece by piece.
Mm-hmm. He's fought like 7 people in 35 chapters or something.
Jesus. All right, maybe I'm not giving Sukuna. I guess I just feel like the overall power level of Jujutsu Kaisen isn't that like crazy, which is fine. It's not, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
guess
it
so,
doesn't
yeah.
have to be
I
the
feel that.
best, like strongest.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I think, you got a point there.
So like sure, like Sukuna's shrugging off a lot of these guys, but like I don't know, man. If the Reverse Flash punched that nigga with a what's that called? The what's that move the Flash does? Because the Reverse Flash.
Oh,
can do it too.
I don't know what it's called, but
Punch
it's like the mass thing. He
Yeah,
builds it.
Infinite Mass Punch or something crazy like that. He's what? He's Dunzo.
Well, Sukuna can just use the
Man's
slash
tough.
that cuts the world.
Yeah, if he catches him in time.
He
You know what?
cuts-
I'm talking all this shit, and Sukuna would just make a binding vow. that would make it so that anybody that moves faster than him actually automatically gets cut a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So like even if he tries to time travel as he's getting sliced, Sukun is so smart he'll have a feeling that he wanted to go back a week and he gets cut as soon as
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This one's tough, but I guess we're going a little long here.
And then
So
Eisen will come up from under the bed and be like, "Yes, this was my plan all along to weaken you both." So yeah.
yeah. But we're going a little long here, so we gotta still do the regular show. So we will see you guys there.
Peace out, y'all.